So this is still at Mirage. This is a game by Treasure. It's a sort of like running gun platformer, with a little special thing in it. So we're gonna let the opening finish playing out here because I like it, and then we'll get started. Also because I'm still stretching my wrist from the Chocobo game, and this game is about twice as long as Chocobo, so. And it uses the same two main buttons, mostly. I'll explain the controls later because, you know, this is a working designs game, and I don't know if you know working designs, you know that they like to change a lot of stuff in games. Apparently, I heard, I think, because Chaos 42666 is the world record holder. He ran this for some marathon. I think the Cal Fire marathon recently. I think he said that they were like considering an anime for this game, which makes sense because of the opening. But any case, I'm actually going to remove my memory card. There we go. I don't want to accidentally save because I need that save file just in case. So I will let you know when the timer starts because it does not start at new game. It starts after. It's going to yell at me that I don't have a memory card. We start time after the tutorial because if you soft reset after you've cleared the tutorial, then you skip the tutorial, and that's unfair. And also, yeah, we don't want people resetting at the tutorial because they get a bad text mash. So, okay, I will give you a countdown from 3 to start the timer from here. So, 3, 2, 1, go. So, I've been running this game for 13 years, and that's also kind of why I started character control, because that's how SDA used to time every game. So, okay, we're gonna start here, and we need to beat enemies up for money, because we need money. We need 300 monies. So I'm doing that by grabbing them with the circle button, and punching them with the circle button, and then as you can see, I am shooting them with my blue side, because I turn, and I have a pink side, and I got a blue side. And that's the color of my attack. One's Silhouette, one's Mirage. To damage enemies and destroy them, you need to hit them with the opposite attribute than they are. So these enemies are Mirage, they're pink or red. So I want to hit them with blue to destroy them. So, oh, come on, don't hit me. Don't do that. Alright, we got the 300 money in the first screen, so that's good. So here we got Silhouette enemies, so we're gonna hit them with Mirage shots. If we didn't have the money, we'd grind more money here. So this is a good part to say. Working designs change, number 1. They changed the prices of all the stuff in the shops. In the Japanese version, all the different level weapons are the same price. So level 1 is a price, level 2 is a price, level 3 is a price, up to level 6, which is 900 money. In the English version, it depends on what weapon it is. So this is a secret shop. We're gonna scroll all the way to the top and buy this level 6 weapon for 300 money. And that's our weapon for the rest of the game. And it's homing, and it doesn't take any of our spirit when we use it. Or it takes a little bit of spirit, because working designs change, number 2. When you shoot your weapon, your spirit, which is your second bar on the top left there, drains. And that leads into working designs change, number 3. When you attack enemies, you absorb spirit from them. From most enemies, there were a few exceptions. A couple of bosses and some of the neutral enemies you can't do that to. In the Japanese version, you do not lose spirit when firing your weapon, you do not absorb spirit from enemies. That was a boss, by the way. We're a little overpowered. Okay, it's not playing nice, so we're gonna shoot it off the edge.
Enemy power status.
Oh, come on. You gonna shoot again? Okay, that's fine. What you want this thing to do is shoot its Gatling gun at you so that it takes off half its health and also falls off the edge at the same time, therefore killing it. Working designs change number 4? I think we're on 4. I lost track already, there's so many. Neutral enemies have more HP, and neutral shots do more damage to both you and enemies. Alright, so this is Bug. He's pretty easy. He will teleport around a lot. If I move at the start of the battle, his kind of like AI changes a bit, and he won't do that energy spring attack. He'll do a teleport, which is waste more time. Working designs change number 5. They removed all of the religious references in this game. So Bug was named Moses, and the enemies all had, you know, kind of different names too. Your character's name is Sinner and not China. The weapons are named after the 7 deadly sins. In the English version, they're just kind of direct transliterations of the Japanese, like, katakana for them.
Warning system activated.
Alright, so this is a version change, because this game originally came out on the Sega Saturn in 1997, I believe? And the Saturn version has an extra background layer because the Saturn is a 2D powerhouse. So this level and another level later on have an extra background layer that makes it look really pretty. Also, the graphics are a little bit sharper in general, and the sound effects are a little bit better. Most people who play this game prefer the Saturn version, also because it doesn't have all the working designs changes in it. I'm used to this version, so that's why I like playing this one better. Oh, come here.
You shall become the rust of my sword. Get it all.
Enemy power status critical.
So we can just reflect. He always does that shot first off. There was a boss, by the way. He always does that shot first off. We can just reflect it, take off half his health, grab him, punch him to the corner, and shoot him. If you let that battle go on for too long, then the guys in the background will start throwing their stuff at you. Alright, got dash glitch. I always get dash glitch. You're supposed to walk into this cutscene, but if you start crouch dashing at a certain pixel, you kind of miss the flag or pixel thing or whatever, and then you just keep dashing into it. Hi, Chaos! Yeah, this is a little bit, it is a little bit less buggy. Saturn version is more prone to crashes a little bit, and the Japanese version in general is a little bit more prone to crashes. Although the giant, what do you call it, soft lock that we found does happen in the Japanese in this version too. That was Zohar, by the way. They can change attributes like we can. So we just want to stun lock them in the corner and shoot them until they get down to half health and the battle ends. Also, you can't absorb from Zohar, which gets annoying much later when you, spoilers, you fight them again. Alright, so you can be nice. Come on. Come up. Come up here. Jump. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Alright, so there's a walker here. It's not very smart in this version, and it will follow you all the way to the end of the train. Which is what we want. Come here. Come on. Alright, now turn around. And shoot your Gatling gun. Thank you. Perfect. It's a little bit slow walking there, but that's what we want. Oh yeah, there was the noise ordinance, and then he breaks it because he's so loud that his armor clanking wakes the people up. This is another boss, by the way. Okay, he's good. He can jump back to the truck and start throwing stuff at you, which is really annoying because you can't damage him. Okay, that's a loading screen only present in the PlayStation version. So here's the first real kind of RNG boss of the game. So it's gonna load up these bullet people. I think I shot that one a little bit too much. We wanted to load up pink bullets so we don't have to be dodging midair for the blue ones. Yeah, I threw a dud. Okay. So this might be a 3-round. We'll see how this one goes. This might still be a 2-round. I'm thinking 3 though. Oh, you can hit him when he's back on the truck. Okay.
Enemy
TIL.
power status critical.
Yeah, 3-round. That's fine. You can 1-round this boss if he gets 6 pink shots and hit all of them back. I've done that before a couple times. 2-round is what you want in like a legit speed run, but 3 is okay. There we go. So now it's time for the best boss in the game. We skipped the cutscene where she first appears. So she just kind of randomly appears when you don't watch the cutscenes. But it's a catfish girl with tentacles. And her leg itches and she wants candy. And she wants to sell you her really pretty flowers. And she's gonna dive and charge at me. So I'm wondering, why did you get hit there? You could have just dodged that. Well, I want to die so I can skip a cutscene later. There's an optional boss, you might have seen it in the donation things, to fight the Reaper. During the speedrun, you'd want to skip him. Because it takes longer to skip the cutscene where he appears and asks you questions and answer them wrong than it is to just die and get revived. Because he only appears if you haven't died yet. She's diving a lot, huh?
Caution. Power status critical.
Oh yeah, he has 2 different callouts for the enemies he throws. Because he says trick or treat when he throws the pumpkins, huh? Yeah, this game really is a Halloween game. So she tries to sell us her flowers one more time, but we don't want them from homicidal flying fish. I actually almost died on Dynamis. Wow, that's actually pretty surprising. She never dives that much to hit me. Yes, if you're on, if you're following, one save file, if you start fresh and just follow through one save file, it counts the different paths you take through the game. So if you're on the 4th loop, it'll automatically boot you to the Reaper, even if you have died in that run. Kind of forcing you to get all 5 quote-unquote endings, all 5 paths as they call it, because that getting all 5 paths on one save file and within 10 continues on that save file opens up a special options screen. Yeah, any percent does 1 loop.
Caution.
Chaos is a nut bar and did an all paths run, which takes like 3 hours. I haven't done one yet. Someday. I keep saying I'll do one, but I just haven't done one yet. And paths that only exists on the PS1 versions. The Saturn version you can't save in. Even though I think there is like a save screen or code for saving, it's not activated, so you can't save in the Saturn version, so there's just one. The PS version's also added the Reaper, it added an extra boss at the end, depending on one of the endings you take. Stuff that they didn't have time to implement in the Saturn version, and had to because Sony policies for making ports back then. And possibly even today, when they make ports. Alright. So, this is like Indiana Jones, where we gotta run from the boulder or whatever. Crouch dashing is the fastest form of movement as long as you're Hello, can I jump up there? Fastest form of movement as long as you're moving more than 2 screens away. I think that's how it is.
Caution. Power status critical.
Alright, so we gotta turn around from this guy because he's shy. Huh. Accidental science. Interesting. Saturn... I should try that. Anyway, so this is Pablo. He turned into a wolf. He didn't give us HP, which is nice. We're gonna punch him in the corner because he's a bad dog.
Enemy power status critical.
He forgets how to boss, and we can just punch him and kill him there.
Caution. Power status critical.
Let's go!
Alright, so now it's for the smiley face from Heck. So what we do is we need to change the face part to one of the colors and then shoot him with the opposite color when his body appears. We turn him blue because that gives kind of easier attacks. The turning him pink gives a homing laser, which is really annoying. Actually, okay, I was hoping that laser would kill me, but it only did 10 damage. So for whatever reason, I guess because he was ordered to, he ate Bug's Nexus teleporty thingy. So we beat him up and we got it back. But that's not gonna matter in a second here. Oh, why is there a save before the before the transition to the next stage?
Power status critical.
That never happens before. Oh wait. So we had to fight Zohar again. They hacked into the Nexus to...
I wonder how many seconds you'll last this time.
Come here. Nope.
There's no farewell.
Okay, we'll take that.
Messenger program initialized.
Now we can start this. Come here. Get down here. Oh, they switch sides. Alright, that was okay. Oh, there's a lot of math in this game. Sorry if you don't like math. Everyone loves the sound effects in this game. I love this game. This is probably, out of like every the game that I've played, I'd say this is probably my second favorite game ever.
Keep an eye out for those guardian
Because Arts and Alley 2 is my favorite game ever. But this is definitely my second favorite game ever. My first favorite, like, non-RPG, for sure. Math is scary. I don't remember any math. I learned a lot of math in school. I don't remember any. Alright, so we're at this cute little town now. And then I skipped the cutscene, but we get hit by a car. Luckily, we don't get sent to another world or anything, like it happens most these days. We just get on top of the car. And now we fight this guy, because he's going to attack us. Even though he should be driving. Don't do this at home, guys. Don't drive without your eyes on the road or your hands on the steering wheel and half of your body out the window and you're just trying to slap this girl that's on top of your car. Don't do this. This is another level in the Saturn version where there'd be an extra background layer because Saturn is good like that. Don't murder and drive. Yeah, that's about it. That works.
Watch where you're driving, idiot!
If you're lucky, you can do some... There's, like, thresholds where... 'cause this is an auto-scroller boss, if you couldn't tell. There's certain thresholds where you can, where he turns the car, because he has to be heading to the right at the end. So there's certain thresholds of HP where he'll turn the car. You can kind of knock him under those thresholds if, you kind of stun lock him in a way. So, like, right here, it's at 250, but he becomes vulnerable when he's pulling back in, so I got him down to 214 there. Makes it take a little bit less time, not really much, because, again, it's an auto-scroller. So here, get him down to 50, wait for the car to bounce. There, and then we get him again. Because he gets invulnerable when the car hits 50, because it's waiting for it to do that little cutscene of it bouncing down. And sometimes he just stays invulnerable for, like, a little bit after that. It's not cool. It takes time. Right, so this screen is where the game can soft lock if you're not careful. So we'll be a little careful. I've never had it happen to me, but I'll be a little careful. Just want to make sure you kill all of the enemies. Sometimes there'll be one that'll get, like, knocked out of bounds, and the game still thinks it's an active, like, actor and won't open up the door to move on. And you're stuck. I meant to dash there, but my D-pad didn't do. Alright, so another boss here. He's gonna run around a bunch, and,
Enemy power status critical.
no, come here. Okay. Just stand, yeah, that's fine. Just decide to jump everywhere and not stand still. But that's what he does. He runs around, turns into different shadow creatures that can attack you. If you haven't died at this point, this is a good spot to die if he does the giant laser, because it'll just chew through your HP. Alright, so we're right into another boss. This is a bunny girl. No, it's not. Oh, almost got... That's the most juggles I have gotten on Sarah ever. That is really good. So, she's gonna do the slot machine a bunch of times. We can juggle her by throwing her up in the air to make her not do it, because she just kind of does it, and then you can't hit her when she's doing it. So that was a really good Sarah fight. Only two... Was that 2 slot pulls? I don't know. I wasn't counting. That was really good. And we want to grab her at the end and punch her over, so that she doesn't have to walk as far. Yeah, that was like half of her health, I think, just about, on phase 1. So you want to juggle her as much as possible when she starts the fight, so that she doesn't do the slot pulls as much. Alright, now we have the next big RNG boss. I hope you like soup. And I hope you like Power Punch, because you're going to be hearing Power Punch for the next 3 minutes. So the goal of this boss is to turn the soup purple, kind of bluish, and wait for him to sniff the bubbles that come out of the soup randomly. And he sniffs randomly. And he takes 4 damage per sniff, no matter how many blue bubbles are on screen. If there are pink bubbles, he will gain spirit. So you see he has 16 spirit right now. That means he sniffed like a couple pink bubbles. Except the more pink bubbles there are, the more spirit he'll gain. He can't attack you until he gets 100 spirit, and then he'll do a giant nose beam at you. And his only other moves are to, like, tell it's excellent, or add more, or excuse me, add a little salt. I guess I had a little salt in my throat there. So when he adds salt, it resets the soup to default. He'll also add salt when he sniffs and takes damage. And of course these guys on the side are throwing in items to change the soup back to pink if you don't punch them in. Sometimes he'll sniff and he won't pull bubbles back far enough at him, and they'll just disappear, because the bubbles will disappear if they're on screen for too long. So you just want him to be constantly sniffing, pretty much. And of course enemies are random too, so you want them to be coming in on the left side, not the right side. I honestly only did the left side because of muscle memory. You can do the right side if you prefer. The enemies will always appear more on the side that you're not on, because that's how it feels. Alright, one more. Oh, it takes 8 damage, sorry, I thought it was 4 damage. It takes 8 damage per sniff. He gets left with 4 HP at the end because 100 is not divisible by 8. One more. Come on. Come on, there you go.
I underestimated the power of soup.
I did it!
Yeah, it's getting to be a little chilly in a lot of places. I think, you know, the part of the Midwest is like in a blizzard right now or something, so it seems like soup weather. Never underestimate the power of soup. Unnecessary save point there, because there's just a cutscene. So Bug takes us to the whatever, I think this is like the last place he can take us or something as far as his Nexus goes or something like that. We'll be seeing him again a little later. In this game, it's by Treasure. Treasure does interesting boss fights. They're very good at doing bosses. Alright, so this is a two-headed goat snake. In this version, we want to go to the right and go down the right head. In the Japanese version, we want to go down the left head, because there's only one text box in the Japanese version on the left, and there's only one text box in this version on the right. The only difference is which direction you're running, and I think it's the right head that has a secret shop in it. So, remember at the start of the run, I went to that secret shop to get my ultra-powerful weapon. There's multiple secret shops in the game that have level 6 weapon, one level 6 weapon per shop in them. So I'm gonna switch to my level 1 weapon here just to be safe. Let's jump over that. Now we have a spider.
Enemy power status
Come on.
critical.
Oh, okay, come on. No. Come on. There we go. Pretty good. That boss really shows the change in reflecting damage that the US version has, because he only takes 3 hits to die in this version when he does that, like, tether bomb attack, versus he takes a lot more in the Japanese version. So this is the most annoying boss and the most RNG boss in the game, right here.
Witness our power, microbe.
It's triple damage is how it is. Triple damage. Because, you know, working design changes. Stop juggling me. Alright. Oh, only hit one. That's good. That's okay. No, you go over here. That works. So something cool that I found for neutral shots in this game, neutral shots being these green ones, he ducked down. So I can hold, if I grab this boss and wait for his cronies to shoot him, he'll take damage from their shots without me reflecting them. Because reasons. Come here, come on. He's just gonna stand there. Of course he moves right. He's gonna jump around and say red room a lot. He's gonna drop bombs all over the place. He's gonna not attack me. Oh, that's wrong side. Because they're still blue. There's a reason. Oh, my spirit just dropped down to 200. Under 200. So under 200, my what do you call it? What do you call that thing? The auto shot won't work anymore for my level 6 weapon. AI loop? AI loop!
Enemy power status critical.
Damage. Attribute wave.
Sorry, I'm quiet. There's not much to say about this boss. He's just super annoying. Come on.
Attribute wave.
I'm gonna get rid of a couple of those dudes that are in the way.
Damage.
That's good. Cool, thank you. That's very helpful. Okay.
Power depleted. Initiate self-destruct mode.
Yeah, this boss is very trolly. He can die in a minute, or he can take, 10 minutes. My D-pad ate my input there. Thank you. So I don't know what my health and spirit are at. I'm not under 100 health. I know that much, but my spirit is under 200. I'm pretty sure.
Time to test your metal.
Okay, it's at 196. I am under 100 health.
Watch this helping hand.
Stop that! Stop that! Stop that! Stop that!
Watch this.
Those roses are neutral. They can chew through your health like nobody's business. And your spirit, because neutral, I didn't say that neutral, that's good, that's fine. Neutral damage does, spirit and health damage. Oh, this is the long one, I have to just dodge this. Easy way to dodge is just take the 4 HP hit there. And then hope he comes back on screen quickly. Okay, he didn't do the roses there. Come on.
Surprise. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this.
See, I just took a good boatload of damage there.
Watch this.
Please stop. Please stop that. Alright, that's fine. He kept jumping behind me. Ugh. So, if you haven't died up to this point, this is where you would fight the Reaper in the game. We died twice, actually. You only want to die once. We died twice because Megiddo is a butt. You basically skip a cutscene there. I'm getting my spirit back a little bit up here, so I can be a little better with these walkers here. Okay, we're good. We really want the rapid shot for these two walkers. Because what we want to do is get them over to the edge and just smack them off like that. And their feet do neutral damage to you. So if you're not careful, you can get stepped on a bunch by both of them. And just like that. And it does a decent amount of damage to you. Alright. Nope. Nope, didn't fall over yet. Come on. Okay, he's gonna go all the way up there. That works. Get rid of these dudes. If you don't know, this next hallway's coming up. It's a short hallway, but annoying. Yeah, there's two disc arts for this game because working designs like to do that. I have a Megiddo disc. I kind of want the other one just to have it as well. Has the other has this guy Howl on it. You just boot the game and the game will just lock right up. Nope, you can't play this. Sorry.
Ah, yes. This looks like goodbye.
This is another interesting boss. This is Gargantuan. He's ravenous, by the way. He's a giant trash compactor dragon. And he has grabby hands. And we want those grabby hands to grab the opposite attribute enemy than what he currently is. So he's currently silhouette because you can tell because his wings are blue. And he's shooting blue stuff at us. Okay, he's off sync, which is kind of annoying. You want his grabby hands to stay in sync so that he'll grab stuff faster. Alright, grab that and then grab one over here. Because he'll start squishing at 3. And he takes 10 opposite attribute enemies to die. So he's currently pulling a 4th one in this way. He's not squishing yet. He's gonna start squishing soon. We're gonna leave these silhouette dudes on the screen. For the next phase, only 3 enemies can be on screen at one time. Alright, so you're gonna squish, and now we're gonna go get grabby hands. So he can start grabbing. Stop dropping Mirage enemies, please. Thank you. Grabby hands. Nope, he killed 2 of them. Thank you. Grabby hands. When they start if he grabs the wrong color, you can shoot them out until they start spinning, and then you can't shoot them anymore. Come in. Grabby hands. Grab it. Grab it. Grab it. Okay, don't grab it. I'm gonna take 3 for this one, then. So I'm at 4 and 3, so I need 3 here. 3 rounds is the minimum you can defeat him in. Grabby hands. Grabby hands. Okay, there's one. Where's the other one? There we go. I think I mentioned earlier about, like, control scheme changes or something. There's a working designs change number, I don't remember which one we're on now. Slight control scheme change in this where the triangle button will switch your attribute, like your default sides. Where is his other hand going? Holy crap. It was reaching. He was way down there. I think he got 4. Yeah, he got 4. So if you hit triangle, which you should never do, it switches your attribute sides, which stinks. And I think in the Japanese version, that's like R1 and L1 together or something weird like that. I don't remember. Triangle does something different in the Japanese version, but I don't remember what it is now. Anyway, Zohar's here again. We need to fight him. So this time, we need to kill Zohar. There's a timer. We have 2 minutes. Come here. Oh, come here. And of course, they're gonna change sides on me.
Caution. Power status
Okay,
critical.
change back. That's fine. So those little reflecty dots will reflect my shots as well. Hold still!
Enemy power status critical.
There we go. I kind of want to start on the other side, but you kind of want like 20 to 30 seconds for that to be a good Zohar fight.
Caution. Power status critical.
So that's the first like path split in the game, where if you don't beat Zohar, you get a different boss here. But since we beat Zohar, we're gonna get super powered up Cypher Zohar instead of the giant butterfly boss that we'd otherwise fight here. Zohar math. Zohar's actually, you know, one of those guardian angel things is that their powers were shackled because of to give them like free thought. Because guardian angels are kind of stupid. So this boss is super annoying if you're playing casually and you don't have this weapon, this Sarosa weapon, because you can't drain spirit, and this boss has a ton of HP. So if you're playing with a weapon that drains a bunch of your spirit, and there's no way to replenish it other than by dying, and if you're playing casually, you've probably died a lot of times, and this guy's really strong, and screen-wide attacks, I'm gonna die here. Sometimes you can dodge that, sometimes you like hit enough of the bullets so you don't get hit by them. Anyway, yeah, you can take forever, because your weapons will still work when you don't have spirit, but they'll be tiny little bullets and not do a lot of damage, or they'll just do the same damage, but they'll be tiny little bullets and they'll be hard to hit and stuff like that. Okay, so at half HP his pants come off, and they're gonna fly around the screen. And eventually go to the back and shoot giant lasers at us.
Enemy power status critical.
So I'm gonna time the giant lasers here. Just use the reflector on that side to hover in midair until the lasers are gone. My jumps are a little off. I think he hit me when I was on blue, so that took a bunch of spirit. I don't want to die. Careful here. Okay. I do not want my spirit to be low, because then I will have to take another, like, death to regain it. My spirit's kind of low right now, so... Alright, Zohar explodes into math. Don't do math, kids. That burning dragon image in this version, that's a burning cross in the Japanese version. Again, religious references were removed. Alright, so here, usually I mash text using X and circle, but I'm just going to use circle here because of the choice I have to make. I have to go to the right. If I go to the left, I go to, like, the true final boss, good ending boss, I don't know. Really long, not the speedrun route, so I want to go to the right, because we're going to fight Megiddo again instead.
You're of no use.
And this is the final boss. Time will be when I defeat him. So I do actually have to do... I'm going to... Oh, of course. Hit half of the enemies down the side of the screen. Please stop hitting those guys down the edge of the screen. There, okay, I got my spirit maxed out again, that's good. This is good because he's staying on screen. Alright, first half done. So let's, hopefully he plays nice for the second half. We're gonna jump slightly in the air, and then we're gonna hit L2 and R2 at the same time.
Enemy power status critical.
I don't think he played nice there. Yeah, do 3. And time. He like just barely didn't die to 2 parasite bombs. Not bad. Sub estimate. That's fine. 43 is a lot. I think I died like 3 times. That's probably why my time is a little high. My best time is a 39 something, and the records are 37. So pretty good. Sub 45 is a good run. So this is technically the bad ending, but if you listen to the music here and see how all the characters are, it sounds really happy. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip this so I can talk a little bit about the credits themselves, and then I'll be done with this. No, I don't want to save my final game status. I don't have a memory card in. So, working designs changed, number final. You can play as Zohar in the credits. You can also break the credits by waiting until about halfway to 75% of the way through, and changing to the other side of Zohar, hitting triangle. Only time triangle's good. And using their, like, dash move to try to, no, they have a homing attack or something. I don't know. There's a way to do it that there's an enemy off screen, but the actor's still in the game's memory, and you can teleport Zohar off screen. Chaos has done it a bunch. And then the other way to break the credits is to use this move, the spinny move, at the very end when Shina's coming on screen, and she has hit detection, so you can just kill her, and then she won't come on screen and say thanks for playing. So, alright, that's still at Mirage. So I think next is Super Meat Boy, which is going to be fun. So please enjoy the rest of the marathon today, and I think tomorrow as well. Yeah, I think it ends tomorrow. So thanks for watching my 2 games, and have fun, and donate money, and I'll see you around.